But you have this Oculus Rift thing that's been talked about for years and years and shown. And they're like, oh, look, you can put The Legend of Zelda on Oculus Rift. And, you can make this 2D game into a 3D game and stuff like that. I don't know what it is. Like, I mean, I guess the concept and the science is pretty cool. But I cannot get into this stuff. I cannot get into virtual reality at all. I mean, didn't we already go through this with the Virtual Boy? No, given the Virtual Boy was nothing but red, and it's debatable on how 3D it was. But I mean, putting something on our head to play a game, haven't we already decided that this causes like headaches and seizures, and not to mention the fact that you've just got this gigantic. I guess the Oculus Rift looks like a pair of goggles, gigantic pair of goggles weighing your face down. I don't know. I guess I'm a bit claustrophobic, so strapping something to my eyes and trying to play in a 3D world, it doesn't help. But at the same time, I struggle to find out who thinks this is an exciting venture, because now Sony rather, has announced that they've been working on virtual reality for a very long time, and it's Project Morpheus, and it's, look at it, it's here, it's right alongside the Oculus Rift. Not as good because Oculus Rift runs on PC, and the Project Morpheus is, I guess, what we're gonna call it from now on until it gets an official name. It runs on PlayStation systems, so it's obviously a little bit behind in the graphics department and processing department. But when I see stuff like this, it's just, I question why. Why spend so much money developing something that, listen, I don't get paid a lot of money to make big decisions for big corporations like Sony and Microsoft and so on and so forth. But I could even tell you that this is a giant waste of money. But my love for Metal Gear came because in '98, that's when I got my PlayStation 1. And I was so excited. I had sold my Super Nintendo to buy this PlayStation 1. I ordered it out of a Finger Hut catalog. My parents did, actually. And I remember actually the day I got the system. I was doing something. I was in 5th grade, I think. Yeah, 98, 5th grade. I was doing something called the Trash Bash. And for those of you listening to this podcast that went to school with me, you'll remember the Trash Bash. It was basically, you would go out with a certain group of people, with an adult, and you would go to a specific neighborhood and you would pick up as much trash as you could. And, the team who had the most bags full of garbage would win. It was a cool little program that got you out there and picking up trash and all that stuff and cleaning up the town. But I remember I returned home that day, and it was a rainy day too. I returned home that day, it was cloudy, it was gloomy, and boom, there it was, the PlayStation 1. And I had one game with it, Crash Bandicoot 2, and I played the hell out of that game. It was so fun. But I also got a demo disc with it. And on the demo disc was Metal Gear. Metal Gear Solid. And I played that demo over and over and over and over again. My jaw was dropped. I couldn't believe the graphics and the just how cool Snake was. And the stealth gameplay was awesome. And I also appreciated that I didn't understand it right away. Like, I didn't fully grasp it right away. I had to keep playing it to learn and learn and learn. And I never got that game as a kid. Ever. The next game I got, I believe, was for Christmas, and it was WWF Warzone. And I loved that game too. It's not a very good game, but I loved it. One of my fond memories as a kid.